Hey, today we're going for a nice long bike ride on a Saturday morning. I'm a bit hungover, and the best way to fix that, I decided, was a bike ride, and that tracks. I mentioned this in my last video, but here's a prime example of type 2 fun. Just for some context, the night before, it was a beautiful May evening, almost 30 degrees, sunny. We're at the park having some drinks, went for karaoke, got pretty drunk. It was a lot of fun. But for some reason, a few days ago, some of us had planned a bike ride for the next day in an effort to take advantage of the long weekend that we had. All things considered, only one of us didn't make it the next morning, so that's not too bad. The weather was a bit iffy today. We'll see how we fare. But it was forecasted to rain at some point. And yeah, you can already see it's starting to spit a little bit. As long as it's not hail, I think we should be okay. No hail and no lightning. At this point, I wasn't feeling super great when we started the ride. I mean, we showed up, so that's good, but whether or not we were ready, that's a different question. I'm not typically someone who likes to drink a lot. I can't really handle that much either. And as I'm getting older, it really doesn't sit well with me. I find that I just feel pretty off like the next few days, so yeah, this was sort of a one-off thing. I will say it was fun, and it did feel like I was young again. But the days after was not the same. And really did make me feel like I was no longer in my 20s. Which is not quite the case just yet. I still have a few more weeks, but I just keep saying that to make myself feel better. Not that there's anything wrong with being not in your 20s. You know what I mean. It turned out that some of the trail was actually closed, and we didn't really look at the sign that told us that at the beginning, so we kind of had to go back the way we came, and then just hit up Bayview Avenue instead. It's not my favorite because we have to drive beside the cars. I mean, we're pretty sectioned off. Well, we're a little bit sectioned off with the barrier, but it's like loud and, you know, not as relaxing and fun as like riding the trail throughout the Don Valley, but what can you do? We had to get down somehow. And then the rain started picking up. We couldn't really stop anywhere though because we were on such a big road. So yeah, we got a pretty heavy downpour. It really sobered me up, actually. I actually felt amazing afterwards. Luckily, at some point we did find an overpass that we could wait at with another kind gentleman who also got stuck in the rain. Don't know where these police cars were going, but yeah, it was just some passing rain, so we were able to leave pretty quickly and continue biking. Had to clean my lens a bit as well. This is another example of type 2 fun. In the moment you feel like pretty shit, and you don't really want to be, you know, soaking wet, but you feel great afterwards. I think it helped that it wasn't too cold, and yeah, I even got kind of sunny afterwards. It really makes a huge difference when you're riding in the rain in the summer. You can see it already started drying up pretty quickly. Well, not summer, but spring, you know what I mean. My friend wanted to take us down to Tommy Thompson Park, which is, I don't know if it's one of the most southern parts of Toronto, like the main area, not the island, but yeah, I hadn't been before, so I was excited to see the skyline there. Oh, jeez. Yeah. We were trusting his guidance. Unfortunately, that was misplaced, and... Wait. Amateur walker? We ended up at a different park at first. We joked that he was just trying to recruit players for our soccer team. But then we ended up on a weird road. I think we're on the right path, or right direction there, but yeah, this road was disgusting. Super muddy. I got quite dirty, but I was glad I had a rear fender installed. Oh, God. The front fender would have spared my front side from the mud as well. You can see it kind of kicks up and splatters all over me, but yeah, at least I had the rear one. Having one bike is tricky because I'm constantly debating whether I want to install fenders or not. It's probably why I went with a half and half situation. One fender on the back and none on the front. But yeah, it looks like we ended up making it. Just was a bit of a detour. All good though, type 2 fun, right? And then we stopped and turned around because we saw the cutest deer just chilling, nibbling on some snacks. Wasn't afraid of us at all. He's hungry. So cute. I know. What a treat. It's like deep. I'm having a great time.
It's like not really fun in the moment. It's like not actually that fun like that. When closer, you can step up to the plate. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like, I think it's different when you're like with... Sun was out and people were out again, so it was nice. Walk it? We're trying to find a lighthouse that allegedly existed around here.
That's where Hannah was going.
Wasn't able to find it. But we're continuing on to see a nice skyline of the city. This bridge almost made me seasick. It was so rocky. It's not bad. And now for the hardest part, which is going back. It was a struggle, and I'll let you watch me struggle for the next few minutes. I want to next year go to Japan and like... Bye.